On the 2016 campaign trail, Donald Trump and John Kasich will hold campaign events next hour in New Hampshire. The latest Fox News poll shows Donald Trump maintaining his front-runner status with Ben Carson close behind. I'm joined now by 2016 hopeful, former Virginia Governor Jim Gilmore. Governor, thanks for being with me.
Thank you, Jose.
It's a very crowded Republican field this time around, and according to the Fox News survey, you, Lindsey Graham, and Rick Santorum poll at 0%. How can that be? I mean, what is it that isn't resonating about you and your message? Well,
the establishment media just is in love with Trump and people like that and putting them on TV all the time. But don't worry about that. The main point right now is to make the case on behalf of working Americans and the middle class in this country. And what you're seeing right now is people are in love with Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders, and they've got these ideas that are making people poorer in the United States of America. So if you keep trumpeting bad ideas, then of course you're going to see that kind of thing in the polls. But I'm not concerned about that.
You're not concerned that you're at 0%? I mean, I could understand like 1, 2, 3, 4, but 0 is, you know, 0 divided by 0 is still 0. How do you change that?
Listen, what matters at this point is the fact that the people of the United States are being fed snake oil. They go on, the Democrats go on that debate, and they actually talk about policies that are making Americans poorer, that are making fewer jobs, fewer opportunities, fewer chances for young people to come up in the world. They actually double down on those things, and the press then turns around and trumpets those ideas when, in fact, a growth policy where you actually are a friend of free enterprise in this country instead of an enemy of free enterprise is the right direction to go. And as long as we speak out strongly on that, we'll do fine in the race.
All right, so Governor Gilmore, give me a Gilmore administration top 5 things that we would see in this country that aren't happening today.
The most important thing is you're going to grow the economy and actually create jobs so that people have a chance to go to work.
How do you do that?
Well, you do that by eliminating the bad policies that the Obama-Clinton people have been putting into place for years and years. They've been increasing taxes on investment. They've been putting Obamacare in to discourage growth. They've been doing all kinds of issues to actually make things worse. A Gilmore administration is going to supercharge the economy, create jobs, which creates upward pressure on wages. Right now, the real problem in this country, as Americans know, is their paychecks are not increasing. They've been stagnant for years and years and years, and nobody in Washington, D.C. will address it. And instead, we're talking about the show and the clowns and the haircuts and the socialists that go on TV and have the gall to stand up there like Bernie Sanders and say that the middle class is suffering when he's making it suffer. He and Clinton are making the middle class suffer by their policies.
Governor, let me ask you about another issue that's been brought up a lot in these last couple of weeks, which is immigration. How do you deal with the fact that there are 11 million undocumented living in this country? Many of them have U.S.-born children, have been contributing to this economy, have been wanting to make a positive impact and do so every single day. How do you deal with a broken system both sides agree is broken?
Well, I think this. I think the first thing you do is you reject Trumpism. What you've got right now is Donald Trump sending a message of anger and dislike and resentment towards the Latino community, and I refuse to go on that kind of train and to join in on Trumpism and to send that kind of message. I want to be the president for everybody in America, and that means that we have to find a solution out of this. I don't think deportation of 12 million people is the American way, but you can't have an amnesty where you have a path to citizenship for people who break the American laws. So we've got to find a way to deal with this. And by the way, Trump is also attacking the 14th Amendment and birthright citizenship, which I reject. I am a constitutional candidate. I stand for the 14th Amendment, the Second Amendment, in fact, the whole Constitution. But the main thing right now is, you know, Jose, look, we've got to get more people working. Do you know that we have the lowest labor participation rate in years? We're driving people out of the marketplace. We're making it impossible for growth, and that means that wages are going to continue to be stagnant. If somebody doesn't speak out on this, we're going to have 8 more years of lousy economics and bad jobs and stagnant wages, and I'm not standing for it.
Governor Gilmore, thank you for being with me. I appreciate your time.
Great. Thank you, Jose.